Hey ladies, this is Mocha Mommy here bringing you another video, and I want to dedicate this video to the rich aunties. Those of you who are rich aunties, those of you who are aspiring rich aunties, those of you who are middle class aunties and you seem rich, those of you who may not even be rich but just offer so much. Because it really does take a village. So the reason why I have these pictures is because my oldest daughter decided to study abroad. So I will say this, that financially we were preparing for this, right? Logistically, we were preparing for this. But emotionally, I was not as prepared to put my daughter on the plane and have her leave the country. Now, I understand she is an adult. She's 20. She's 20 years old. I still can't believe it. But she's 20 years old and she's an adult, and she took a gap year and she decided this is what she wanted to do. And I am proud of her and I'm grateful that she's having this experience, and I think it's worth it. And, you know, even though I may gripe a little bit about, the money and the exchange rate, ultimately, I am glad she's having this experience. Now, they did let us know that typically, your kids are going to have a great time, but the homesickness is going to usually hit about 4 to 6 weeks in the program. Once all the excursions are done, once the newness wears off, and then they start getting into the grind of things, that's when you're going to get a lot of the homesick calls. Mommy, I want to come home. Daddy, I want to come home. It's too hard. Da 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 da. I miss home. When they can't get things that are so familiar, the cafeteria food has lost their newness. So, my daughter really wanted us to come visit. She was really feeling sad. I was really looking forward to going to visit her, but all of us tested positive for COVID, and it was really sad. I couldn't make it. Thank God for American Express. I highly recommend that over and over again. I will tag videos where I've recommended it. Other content creators have recommended it. Listen, if you are going to travel abroad, you ever need to cancel a plane ticket, change a plane ticket, have a student that travels abroad, you want that card. Let me tell you something. That American Express concierge services, I swear, some of y'all have like mental health counseling experience because you have talked worried mothers off of a ledge. You have talked this worried mother off of a ledge many times so thank you, American Express. So they did have us visit. They're gonna rearrange our flight tickets, but we were sick. She was homesick. But in to the rescue comes rich auntie, my older sister. She's a physician, owns her own business, our family's first millionaire. Said, I'm gonna buy a plane ticket, I'm gonna get you a train ticket, I'll meet you in Rome. And was literally there the next day. My daughter calls me up crying. 24 hours later, sis has plane ticket in hand and is on the ground for my baby. And, they went shopping, they ate good, it meant a lot to my daughter, and it meant so much to me that rich auntie could leave on a drop of a dime and fly to Rome, get my daughter a ticket to Rome. And I was so grateful for that. Like, to hear your daughter crying and knowing that you can't get there, and to know that rich auntie can come through in the clutch like that. So I will always be grateful. I will always be grateful for that. So for those of you who are rich aunties, aspiring rich aunties, whatever, I'm going to say thank you, because it takes a village. Even if that child is 20 years old, it still takes a village. And I will never, ever, ever be able to thank her enough for all that she's done from the day that they were born, even from the time I said I was pregnant, all the way up until now, all the way up into their adulthood. She has been an incredible force, and not just financially, emotionally. And even though she is a childless woman herself, just the way she's conducted her life. She's provided such a great example to my girls of what it's like to just live on your own terms. And for that, I will always be grateful for the support she gives, for the example she sets, for how she's come through in different ways that I didn't think I could, and for her to kind of be the objective source of advice as now that they're navigating adulthood, she still loves them and she will give them loving advice, but she doesn't ever counsel them from the place of worry that sometimes I can counsel my kids from. And, empty nest syndrome is something I never thought that I would be struggling with, but that is certainly something I am struggling with. It is. And not just for my own kids, the friends of my kids, the girls that I've mentored, not just the ones who were in high school, the ones who have gone off to grad school. And I helped them fill out the application. That's what's crazy. I'm helping these young women move on. But then when they move on, I can't deny the fact that there is loss. There's a loss that I'm dealing with. When you see that girl who went from CNA to LVN to RN to BSN to now getting a master's degree program opportunity, and then she gets on that plane, you still feel a sense of loss. For those kids that you were in there with Little League, you remember coaching them on the tee. You remember teaching them to run the bases the right way. You remember bringing the Capri Sun to practice, and now they sign in letters of intent and going off to college. There's a sense of pride, but there's still a sense of loss. And I understand why we talk about mothers and, blocking opportunity from their daughters, or because they just don't have a healthy way of dealing with that loss. I'm grateful that there are resources available where I'm able to get, to process the grief in a healthier way. I can't say a healthy way, but I just got to say, I'm grateful for, the network that I've built, that I'm able to send young women off into more prosperous places. But it's not like it's not hard walking into my daughter's room. And it's not like it's not hard walking into work, seeing that those young women that you have launched off into bigger and better things, it still is a sense of loss. And I'm not going to deny that. But I just want you ladies to be aware that, please call your mother. Please call your mother, okay? Just let her know you are right. Don't let her go through TikTok and Instagram looking at the reels and posts that you have to know that you just give her a call, let her know you are right. Just send that text message, WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever you need to do. Just let her know you okay. When you're in town for the holidays and you have a mentor, send them some kind of card. Just send them something to let them know that you're all right, that all the obstacles that come with graduate school or with that next level promotion, that they're just give them some kind of assurance that you're handling it. And if you're not, don't hesitate to let us know. Okay? Because just the fear of not knowing and the places that your mind goes to, it's sad. So, I'm not saying that you're responsible for anybody else's emotions. And I definitely know that there are women in your life when you accomplish something that are proud of you. But I can honestly say that it is not easy processing the realities of empty nest syndrome. It is very real. Okay. It's very real. And, rich aunties, aspiring rich aunties who are providing that support system, you are so invaluable in just the process of reassuring, those of us who are going through this. Because it doesn't end once the kid turns 18. It doesn't shut off once the kid turns 18. It doesn't shut off even though you know that person is an adult. that those protective mother instincts, it still is a sense of, yeah, even if you prepare the person for success, it still can be a challenge. And I'm just letting you ladies know, just so you're aware, for the moms and the aunties in your life, just give them a call, just send them a card, just drop them a line, let them know that you're okay. Know that they're still there for you, that they're still rooting for you, that they still love you, even if things don't work out. But I'm so grateful for the village that I have, and I'm grateful to be part of other people, other young women's village. So I just wanted to give you guys an update and hope that these photos encourage you. And this is Mocha Mommy, and I'll see you in the next video.